Hi, my name's Sarah Gillo, and this is my research day project. I'm a senior at Kean University, and my major is elementary education, and today I'll be talking about the Herero Genocide. The Herero Genocide took place in modern-day Namibia, occurred between 1904 and 1908. This often overlooked historical event prevents scholars from having a full comprehension of genocide in the 20th century. The Herero Genocide occurred in former German Southwest Africa, a colony of the German Empire. During this time, German colonial forces aimed to erase the Herero people through mass killings, forced displacement, and concentration camps. By acknowledging and studying this genocide, this research addresses historical injustices and long-lasting impacts of this genocide. Those who study this event gain a deeper understanding of the patterns of systematic violence, such as how this was a stepping stone for the German colonial forces to develop ways of mass killing and cruelty that would later be used in the Holocaust. This research will examine how human rights and justice norms were violated and its lasting impact on the Herero people and their community. The Herero Genocide took place in what is now Namibia when the land was controlled by Germany. The Herero people, along with other groups like Namibia, were mistreated by German coloners. They were forced to work, lost their land, and had their cattle taken away, which was very important to their way of life. In Germany, 1904, the Herero fought back, but the German quickly crushed the rebellion. General Luther von Trotha gave an order to exterminate the Herero, saying they should be killed on sight. This started a brutal campaign of mass killing. The German forces didn't just kill people in the battle, they used starvation and dehydration as a weapon. Many Herero were forced into the desert, where they died from thirst and hunger. Survivors were taken to concentration camps, where they faced terrible conditions, and many died from diseases, exhaustion, and execution. According to the book Rethinking Resistance, written by John Bart Gerard in 1908, it is estimated that 75% of the Herero population, or around 65,000 people, had died. The Namibia suffered similarly, with about losing 10,000 people. The Herero Genocide is often forgotten in history, but is a very important event. The German military tested ways to kill large numbers of people, and these methods were later used in the Holocaust during World War II. The impact of the genocide still affects the Herero people today. Their land, culture, and community were deeply harmed. The descendants of the Herero continue to fight for justice and recognition of what happened. Stated in journal article Reparations for the Herero Genocide, Defining the Limits of International Litigation, written by Alan D. Cooper in 2021, Germany officially called the events a genocide and promised to pay reparations, but many people believe that the recognition is long overdue and not enough. This genocide wasn't just about killing, it was about destroying a way of life. The Herero people continue to struggle for their rights, land, and dignity even today. To prevent this from happening again, we need stronger laws to protect human rights and hold leaders accountable for their actions. Teaching people about events like the Herero Genocide can help raise awareness and stop hate from growing. It's important to encourage kindness and respect for all people, no matter their background. Working together globally to solve conflicts before they turn violent can help keep the world more peaceful and fair. The Herero Genocide is a painful reminder of the cruelty of colonial powers. Learning about it helps us understand how violence can be used to erase entire communities. It's important to remember these events, not just for the Herero people, but for all people, to prevent such violence in the future. Acknowledging this history is the first step towards justice and healing. Additionally, by studying the Herero Genocide, we can better understand how patterns of violence and oppression repeat themselves throughout history. It teaches us the importance of standing up for human rights and defending those who are vulnerable. Recognizing the past helps us create a more just and compassionate world where the mistakes of history are not forgotten and where efforts are made to ensure such tragedies are never repeated. Thank you.